going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So it's a different day, same freezing weather, but if you guys saw my most recent video, I revealed the new car to the channel, this 2017 BMW 330i. In that video I basically gave you guys like a walk around of the car. I basically just told you about it, but in this video I want to focus on the future plans for it, potential mods, and just kind of brainstorm some ideas. By the way guys, just because I got that 330 does not mean I forgot about this car, my pride and joy, my 435. I absolutely love this car. It's still going to be like the halo car on this channel. So yes, although I haven't forgot about this car, we are going to focus on the 330 for a little while, but this car is not going anywhere. We're definitely going to get back to it soon. Same thing with the X3 M40. This car did not go anywhere. It's still on the channel, so if you guys have an X3 and you want to see more content about this car, don't worry, this car also is not going anywhere. My wife would kill me if I ever got rid of it, honestly. I do have some more plans for this car, not as many as the 435 right now, honestly. So with all that said guys, let's just jump into it. So right off the bat, as you guys know from the last video and even just looking at it, this is a base model. Well, not base completely, but it's not an M Sport. So one of the big things that we're going to be doing is a complete M Sport conversion. That means like this front bumper over here, which doesn't look bad per se, but the M Sport one in my opinion just looks better. We're also going to do the M Sport side skirts over there as well, and then lastly of course we're going to do the rear bumper. I am most likely going to keep these LCI taillights. I was debating maybe going GTS taillights in the future like on my 435, but I think it's kind of cool that I have the GTS taillights on the 435 and then the LCI on this car. Also the LCI, like I said in the last video, honestly guys, I think it looks amazing. See, that's probably just going to stay how it is. Then of course guys, we are going to do a lip spoiler, nothing too crazy on the rear, but we'll definitely do something there as well. So although I would love to do an M Sport conversion right away and going to like those mods, I think right off the bat what we have to do is some maintenance on the car first. Thankfully it is low mileage, it only has 23,000 miles on it, but regardless though, this car is new to me, so I want to make sure that it's all set and all the maintenance is up to date. So like an obvious one is oil change. We'll definitely do a fresh oil change on the car. Spark plugs I think we should be good on, again only has 23,000 miles. Then something else that's big on this car that I need to do is the brakes, basically rotors and pads all around, so in the front and the rear as well. Brakes on this car are pretty cheap, so that's a good thing. I think it's only going to cost like 400 bucks for all 4 brakes. But yeah, we'll make sure that's all set before we actually start any like intense mods. And by intense I really mean just like an M Sport conversion, maybe like coilovers, springs, stuff like that. But I am already starting off and ordering some of the smaller mods, you know, like some of the cheaper, more easy ones to do. For example, the front grille on this car, personally I just don't want chrome. Also, just looking at the front end, I want to get rid of this orange side marker over here on my 435, which is white. I had to do the paint match ones because obviously I couldn't do smoked out. It's just too much contrast on the white. The clear ones also look kind of funny on the white, which I tried, but this one I think I can just do some simple smoked out ones. I don't even have to get paint match ones, which is nice because smoked out ones are only about like 15, maybe 20 bucks versus like 100 bucks for a paint match. So I think the smoked out ones should do. Again guys, like I was saying in my first video, although I'm going to be modifying this car, it is still going to stay my daily driver, so I'm not going to go like crazy and like show car worthy, because realistically we're going to be accumulating a lot of miles on this car and we're going to be pretty much beating on it. Like this is the car I'm going to be driving to work every day, also the car I'm going to be taking to the gym. I used to take the Civic all the time, but this is the car I'm going to be taking there. So again, we're going to be modifying it, but just, you know, I don't care to make it look like a show car. But anyways, moving on to the side mirror caps over here. So these ones actually aren't bad, but what I really don't like specifically is this chrome turn signal. So we're going to be swapping that out with a smoked one. And while I'm doing that, honestly, I'm just going to put the M style mirror caps that I have as well. The ones that I actually have left over from the 435, like the fake carbon ones. So I'll throw those on as well. And then speaking of putting stuff from the 435, these wheels, they don't look bad. They're actually nice. They're 18s, unlike the base model 3 Series. It comes with 17s. Since this is the sport line, it does come with these 18s. But if you guys can tell on camera, these things are like super beat up and curved up. There's just a whole bunch of curb rash. This one actually isn't too bad. Like this one over here is much worse. Like these wheels are really bad. So what I think I'm gonna do is take these wheels off and put the old M Sport wheels from the 435. I think they're technically called the 400Ms. Whatever they're called, I'm gonna take those from the 435 and I'm gonna throw them on here. I want to do much nicer wheels down the line, but for now I think those wheels will be an upgrade from these. With that said though, if anybody wants these wheels, although I don't think they're gonna be show car worthy and they don't exactly look the best, they're obviously functioning. The tires on them are still pretty decent. So if anybody wants like a winter set of wheels and you're interested in these wheels, definitely hit me up. Anyways though, just like with modding most cars, one of the biggest thing we're going to be doing is lowering it. Now obviously I say this a million times, but this is a daily driver, so the 435 435, I dropped that thing to the ground. It's the car that I'm going to be taking to car meets and stuff like that. So if you guys see me over there, that's probably the car I'm going to be taking. But honestly guys, this wheel gap right now is just crazy. I don't know if it's because I'm used to the 435 that this now looks like insane to me, but we definitely have to drop it at least like a little bit. Again, definitely not as low as the 435, but maybe some like H&R sport springs or maybe coilovers. I don't know, we'll see. Again guys, all of this is preliminary. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I may say something and might do something different later on, but this just kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking for the build. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the exterior. Now obviously, like I just said, things might change. I might find something else that I like or anything like that. But if you guys want to follow the build, obviously hit that subscribe button. I'll be making a whole bunch of videos for this car, so definitely stay tuned. Again, that's not absolutely everything. There's still some things I want to kind of keep a surprise and a secret, but you guys will definitely see that as it comes. So with all that said, let's just go inside to the warmth because I'm absolutely freezing, and we'll talk about the interior mods. Let's just jump into some of the mods that I'm going to be doing for the interior. Now thankfully, since this is a sport line, I get like the sport shifter, I get like the nice dark headliner and stuff like that. I also have genuine leather Dakota red sport seats, which is amazing. Like I mentioned in my last video, I was looking at another 330. That one was white with black leatherette interior. That one, I wasn't exactly crazy about the leatherette or even just black interior in general, but I was kind of thinking like, all right, maybe I can get red interior down the road and just swap it out. That would have cost me about like $1,500 to maybe like $2,000. So it's kind of nice that this one already comes with it. Definitely save some money in that regard, and we can focus on some of the other mods, because although the black leatherette was okay, I just didn't really love it. This one though, I absolutely love the spec. The black sapphire metallic on the outside and then the red interior, like I absolutely love it. But anyways, so one of the biggest things is we're going to be swapping out this steering wheel over here, because this one honestly kind of feels like an old man car to me. I really want the M Sport steering wheel, so what I'm thinking about doing is getting another steering wheel for the 435, so maybe like an Alcantara one, putting that in the 435 of course, then taking the one from the 435 and then putting in this car. Both of them do have the heated function, so I think it should work. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do with this. I do actually really want to put that digital cluster in here. Now with that other white 3 Series, that one was high mileage, so if I had gotten that one, I probably wouldn't have invested in that digital cluster. But since this car only has 23,000 miles, I feel like it's a little more worthwhile like actually investing into something like that, because I'm probably gonna have this car longer. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it for sure because it is still $2,000, but it would be really nice, so we'll see, maybe I'll do it. But other than that guys, I'm planning on doing like simple things like changing the pedals down below, planning on changing like this start button over here. I'm probably actually gonna do red, the one that was off the 435. I really want to change this trim as well. Although the gloss black isn't bad, I really want some like carbon fiber trim. I think that would look really good with the reds, so we'll definitely look into that. But yeah, that's just a couple ideas of the mods that I'm going to be doing. Again, like I said, nothing's set in stone. I could change things up. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down in the comments below. Maybe I'll follow them, and maybe I'll do something different that I'm already planning. But yeah, with that said guys, if you want to see this build, hit that subscribe button. I keep on saying it, but we are on a good roll with this channel. We're growing at a good speed now. I do try to post videos at least like twice a week. Especially with this car now, I have a lot more ideas for videos and mods and stuff like that. So I'm not just gonna like make this video and then not post for like 2-3 months. If you guys want to follow this, like I promise you'll get like content like once or twice a week. Depending on the time of year. Like right now, honestly, because it's so cold, I was debating on just like dropping it down to 1 video a week, but hopefully it should get warmer outside. Also, by the way, the 435 and the X30 M40 are not going anywhere. If you guys saw in one of my more recent videos, I'd probably say like 2 or 3 videos back, I talked about a whole bunch of mods that I got for the 435, like big mods like the charge pipe, the intercooler, the downpipe. I still have those mods and I'm just waiting to install them. It's just because it's so freaking cold outside. Like I can barely stand outside for 15 minutes and film this video. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stand outside for like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours installing all those parts. So I'm just waiting for the weather to get a little nicer so I can install all those mods on the 435. I also have a couple small things coming for the X3 M40. So definitely a whole bunch of videos coming for all cars. Just because I got this car doesn't mean I forgot about the 435 or the X3. I will say though, we're probably going to focus on this car a lot more, especially during these cold months, because the mods that I'm going to be doing on this are a lot easier and quicker. So I can like install a grill and film it in like maybe like 30 minutes. The longest part is honestly filming it. So that's a lot easier for me to do in the cold. Whereas like the parts on the 435 now, again, they take a couple hours, which is just really unreasonable right now. So as always guys, don't forget to drop me a like, drop me a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.